What's up, people? Time for my favorite part of the week, which is reading your comments and answering your questions. I had lots of fun last time doing it. I hope you guys had fun as well. I'm sure we're gonna have fun again today. I know it's not a Sunday, but there's lots of comments, and if I would leave it until Sunday, it's gonna be probably again another 40-minute video, which I would really like to avoid. In the near future, I think I'm gonna have to do 2 episodes of this answering your comments video per week, just to keep up with you guys, because otherwise it's gonna be really long every week. Yeah, so let's get going. I promised I'm gonna skip the silly comments, and I'm gonna try to do that, but I enjoy seeing what you guys have to say, so we're gonna go through mostly everything that has been posted since my last video. Let's go through here also before we scroll down. Okay, so Zbizek Korzeniewski is saying, "Hey, what do you think? Is it worth to play Ranger? Because it was my main since year, and I'm very attached to Ranger, but I'm also disappointed in his PvE DPS. It's so annoying when I see, for example, assassins with much worse gear than me, and they do amazing DPS in comparison to me. I feel you, brother. It is so important for me to be able to compete with other players in PvE DPS. Yeah, absolutely. It makes me so much fun. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking to change my main to assassin. What do you think about it? Well, let me tell you this. In terms of PvE DPS, if you learn how to truly play Ranger in patch 5.0, then you're gonna have a lot better time than you are having now. In terms of PvE DPS, I can tell you that a really good Ranger can do, let me calculate, 80% of a really good assassin. Yeah, so that would be the balance in terms of these two classes. So if you really insist on doing that 20% more, then yeah, assassin might be a good choice, because there is no ranger that does more PvE DPS than an assassin. Of course, same skill, same everything, same player, same gear, same ping, same. So yeah, assassins will always do more. So if you're really bothered by that, then yeah. But rangers can do a lot as well. Like, I mean, a lot. 80% of an assassin. That's really awesome. And of course, rangers have the advantage of being a ranged class. In the new dungeon in 5.1, it's going to be a little bit of an advantage to play as a ranged class. It's going to be not an advantage but easier, so you also have to think about that. I understand that this patch, for some classes, it might not seem like, it's the best time in the world, but patches are patches and they are different. And this patch, like Runadium, for example, yeah, if you're talking PvE, for example, in Runadium, it was pretty tough to be an assassin, and usually pug groups and people that weren't very prepared, they didn't really even want to take melee classes. So you have to keep that in mind. There were patches and patches for every class, yeah. Hello Saivo, I watching your videos, great work. I have a question, maybe you can help. I use in my stigma slots, but I don't get vision stigma. How come? Okay, what stigma slots do you have? Templar, huh? If you use all of these stigmas unlimited, then you will get vision stigma. If one of those stigmas was the limited version, then you will not get the vision stigma. That's the thing. Let's check first likely spam as well. Buy cheap AION. Guys, I'm actually really happy these days when I see gold sellers still selling gold in AION. That means the game is still popular, so that's pretty cool. Of course, we're not going to allow that. We're going to delete it, but hi there. Great work. Keep it up. I love the choose class video. I'm a main cleric PvE support spec, but I feel that with 18k HP and decent skills, one can heal through most of PvE content. Yeah, pretty correct. Working currently on said skills and to finish gearing up. But when I get bored of watching HP bars and playing solely support, I do lean back to an alt. I have a Sork and cleric level 67, 68. You have another cleric, well. As a Sork, though, I find myself with too long cooldowns, and during dungeons I often have the feeling to back down on the DPS as to not draw aggro. Yeah, depends who you play with. Have to play with better people in that case. Since few times I don't, but that's when gears are similar enough. Cool. I wanted to get back on my Spirit Master, which is my first class, but left it to explore a bit more of the game. Pretty cool. Also, do what felt a slow leveling process. Interesting. Spirit Masters usually have a very nice leveling process. Of course, they have dots and not bursts, but they are very much more survivable than a sorcerer in solo grind, let's say. Now, after quite enough time, played different classes and did 66 plus on 2, I wanted just to focus on my cleric plus the alt, which I DPS with, and I was thinking of making that my SM. Really good choice. SMs can do really much damage, and it's super cool because as an SM, if you practice and practice, you can solo dungeons, you can solo mobs in dungeons, so there's really a big advantage because of the spirit. As such, I'd like to ask if you do consider an SM which knows what he's doing to be struggling with a sin for the number one DPS spot 100%. If you watch my choosing your class video, I said there that I think in AION it's assassins, spirit masters, sorcerers, and then everyone else. And if such, why? I love the classes concept and I would like to be that kind of SM. So I work hard on it, really good. Working hard on a class is super important because you get to be better and better, and at one point you get to be so much better than everyone else that it's going to be like, wow. I was thinking it's more viable to go on crit spell with an SM rather than with a Sork because every dot tick counts for a different instance of damage. Absolutely correct, and therefore have more chances to passively have crit procs. Cool, cool, cool. In comparison to a Sork, which mainly nukes and rotates, he has less chance to proc them in theory. Absolutely correct. Yeah, this is a very good observation. And general advice you could give me to improve my DPS as an SM? Well, I could give you some general advice as I got it from my guildie that used to play an SM. He quit in the meantime, but before leaving, I said I wanted to play his character a bit, and he gave me some very basic pieces of advice. So I will reply in text to your comment with that advice. Other than that, I really think SMs can be number one in terms of DPS. I don't in reality and honestly, I do not think you're gonna be number one compared to a Sin with, as always, same gear, same ping, same skill, same guy playing, same practice. So I don't think you're gonna do more than a Sin, but I do think you're gonna be right there in his butt. So yeah, in terms of damage. So I think SMs are really cool, really awesome to solo, really awesome to PvP with since they have the fear skills and lots of other debuffs. So it's a fun class overall. If you don't necessarily need your character to burst down that shit now, and you're fine with sending your spirit, putting some dots, casting a couple of skills 5-6 seconds before you really see damage going down, then it's a really awesome class. Spirit Master, really awesome class, and there is very few Spirit Masters at the moment that really know how to do that damage. I can tell you that as a fact. Let's approve this also. Lord Stasko is saying, lol, I did this video months ago on my useful tools, only just in Polish for noobs from Barus. You forgot to tell your viewers to check out NA and UK forum. I do not go to the forums because they're fucking toxic. I do not recommend any of you to go to the forums. There is no information that you could possibly get from there that's going to help you other than getting from any YouTuber or from the patch notes. So yeah, not gonna do that. Plus, it gives us some websites. Okay, doesn't matter. Cool. What is this? Ah, I didn't approve these. Let's approve them. Cool stuff. So where were we? Hey Saivo, Ivan05. Hey Saivo, I'm a Sin level 68 and have Ancient Coin gear but don't have any accessories PvE. Is it good to buy discordant accessories since no one sells accessories on broker on my server, or should I keep doing Sauro for drops? 68 Assassin. And my other question, actually, let me answer this question for you. In terms of accessories, you can easily, as an assassin, wear PvP accessories if you don't have them yet. You can work on buying them. I don't recommend you spending abyss points and medals now on buying accessories, since in 5.1 we're gonna have new accessories, purple ones. So yeah, if you want some accessories now, you can buy some regular eternal accessories. It doesn't matter very much in terms of PvE on an assassin what accessories you have. You can buy any accessories. There was a Catalam set eternal made out of 4 pieces. There was the upper forts barracks accessories made out of 4 pieces. So it doesn't matter, whatever comes to your hand, as long as it's eternal 65 or better, like mythical or higher level. There was these new accessories that everyone got from the campaign. Arcane. Those are pretty good accessories as well. Good. They're not good, they're just decent. Good are the crafted level 65 ones. Those are the good, the final proc. But yeah, you don't need to bother very much. It's not going to affect your HP that much, nor your damage. So I think you're good. And my other question is, what mana stone should I put on my ancient coin gear? For what stats should I aim? Like 1.3k crit and 3.5k accuracy. Accuracy or no accuracy, it doesn't really matter very much besides PvP. So yeah, for PvP, I would definitely recommend 3.5k accuracy. That's cool. In terms of crit strike, you should be looking towards having 1.4k, and in terms of attack, obviously that's kind of a redundant question, because attack as much as possible, but as long as you have like 1.4k crit, you can have that with food. Without chanter, you can have 1.4k and 3.4k or 3.6k even accuracy. Then the rest should be attack after you reach these values. The faster you reach these values with the smallest effort, the better you're gonna do, because the more attack you're gonna have. So what I'm trying to say by this is, don't put crit 17 stones on your gear. Try to put crit 19 composites with attack while trying to reach the crit cap 1.4k. Yeah. Or just go for attack slash crit 8 or crit 9. Those are really good but kind of expensive mana stones. But on ancient coin, on mythical ancient coin gear, it is worth to put the most expensive composite mana stones. Lasheko says, dude, I'm also interested in your thought about the new mana stones. Is it worth to give armor and weapon all plus 10 mana stones? 5 armor pieces will be filled with 60 mana stones. That 8 plus 10, let's say knowledge, 300 knowledge from armor, 60 from weapon. So what will be the outcome? What will be its benefits? Is it worth it? Really good question, Lasheko. The thing is, it is never, ever, ever, and it's never gonna be worth it while the cap stays 75 to put on any piece of gear or weapon full plus 10 mana stones. It's just totally not worth it. First of all, you have to enchant that gear that you're, if you're planning to put plus 8, plus 9, plus 10 mana stones, the new ones, the high deva, then you have to already have that piece of gear enchanted to at least plus 15 for it to be viable. Not just make it plus 5 or 7 and then put these mana stones and then try again and you fail and it's all gone. So you have to think about it like that. These plus 10 mana stones are going to be extremely, extremely rare and extremely, extremely expensive. So just a handful of people are going to have maybe one, maybe two items fully socketed with plus 10, and that's in the whole of Europe and North America probably. So it's worth to put these plus 10 mana stones only on PvP gear. There is no point in using 7s, 8 or 9s on PvE gear, because PvE stats are always going to be lower than PvP stats. The more stats you have in PvP, the more you do, the more magic boost you have, the more you can counter the other guy's magic suppression. The more attack, the more you can counter his block and his evade and stuff. So, or physical defense, sorry. So these are very important things to remember. Never put them on PvE gear. Never. Also, super important for you to know, I'm going to put a link in the description below of a table that gives you the diminishing returns for these creation points. So you have to go to that table and you have to learn in the description of the table how to use it, and then you have to see what is from what point onwards you start getting the diminishing returns for creativity points, because that's super important, because you don't need to fill your attack with 400 creativity points in attack, absolutely, in power, absolutely no need. So check that out. Yeah, again, Lasheko, hey dude, I need your advice. I'm making ancient coin armor set or VV. What do you suggest on mana stones, god stones? What class are you? Did you tell me here? No, you didn't. I don't know what class you are. If you would have told me what class you are, I could have helped you. If you're a Templar, then you can either go, if you're thinking about PvE for Mythical Ancient Coin, in terms of Godstone, you can go for Paralyze if you're using Greatsword. For example, if you're using a Warhammer, which gives you magic boost, you can easily go for a Damage Godstone, and that's gonna proc to a hefty amount of damage on mobs. So it depends what class you're playing. If you're a Spirit Master, then you're just gonna go for damage Godstone. If you're, I don't know, an assassin, then maybe you want to go for double para. It depends what class you are, so I'm sorry. Michelle, hello Michelle. I haven't seen you in a while. Did you take a break from the game or what happened? Dear Saivo, is it possible to transform our old remodeled Danwar gear into some mythical gear equipment in AION 5.0? You can definitely transform the Danwar gear that was eternal into this ancient Deva restructured Danwar gear. So go ahead and do that. It's super awesome, really good gear. Sophie is saying you have Saifo's blessing. I love this guy. Yeah, my blessings are really important actually. They bring good luck and good fortune. Sylphid is saying, Sylphid, I think we played together on Deyla, yeah? You're a chanter. Great bait mate. And written in that way, really funny. Mark Castillo saying the best site was the was the last one. His advice helped me a lot. Also, those really are nice sites that can help us, Saivo. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah, really good stuff. And thank you for the people that are doing them. One other thing, the lesser supplements that you used helped me a ton. It robbed me of my Kina though. Yeah, they're kind of expensive. So regarding that matter, we released a guide on making Kina. Yeah, in October. In October, I'm gonna make a guide on making Kina. Best wishes for you and lots of love for you too, Mark. I know you for a long time already. Keep up the good work and thank you. Also, I'm gonna make a video very soon. Speaking about supplements, I'm gonna make a video because someone said in game, actually not only one person, many people said that if you use all powerfuls and mighty supplements, there is a 0% chance of failing. So I'm gonna make that video as well soon. Valentin Stamate is saying Saivo at 5.0 PvP class hierarchy would be nice. Yeah, that's a cool idea. Which classes are better overall due to their advantages over others, both 1v1 and group PvP scenarios? That's a really good idea. And you know what? I'm actually even think gonna make this video. I need to talk with all of my friends, people that do PvP from the moment they log in to the moment they log off, so to see their opinion as well. Levo, hey Levo, I thought you took a break. We had more tools in the past, but AION community is getting smaller and smaller. I also asked Gameforge if they can prepare the API for rankings character equipment called My AION. It's a good idea. We had it during NCSoft times. Do you know the reason why they took it off during NCSoft times? Because it didn't really fit the Western, at least the European community. That's the reason why they took it off. It just didn't fit. And I'm looking forward, don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to get this rankings, API, character equipment. I would also appreciate to have that, but I'm not exactly sure it's gonna make the European community happy. Not sure about that. It would open up to create new great tools. Yeah, that's absolutely right. And hello to you, Livo. Dori Alex, Aeon channel. This is ex Trinith. I know her logo, so she changed her name. It's all about self-advertising. Good job, Saivo. Best wishes. Best wishes to Polish people and Poland in general as well. Raizel Ojos Verdes says, "What do you think about magic processing from next patch?" I think magic processing is another grindy piece of shit that we don't necessarily need any more of them in Europe at the moment. We have too many grindy shits and the game is starting to become a little bit overwhelming. Man, we're only 2 days ago. This is gonna be again 40 minutes. Sorry, guys. Ending was hilarious. Nice video. Dimitractor says, "Meh, I only used the last tool that you recommended. I don't trust the creators of the other three." So you don't trust the creators of the Cyber's YouTube channel, huh? Okay. Telemaxos Tsiakalos is saying, "Man, you are complete PvE player, so please skip the PvP flame comments because your answers are stupid also. Stupid. Also, Templars are good, also as DPS, and also the thing that the other dude said about every class can out DPS. Every class is true." Oh my god. Advice and PvP comments coming from a guy that is completely sure that a chanter can out DPS clearly a sorcerer in PvE. That these are the people that love to troll your channel. Yeah, if you see this guy in game, guys, give him some advice, give him some love, give him some information. He seems to be completely lost. UA Leah is saying, "Nice ending, mate." Hello, UA. Yuri. I call UA Yuri. If you see Yuri around, give him a wave. Give him some Kina also. Not that he needs it. Nate River is saying, "I need help, please. What Aeon should I download?" Well, brother, You download whatever you want to play. If you want to play in North America, if you're from California and want to play in North America, then download the North American one. If you're in Europe and want to play in Europe, then you download the European one. Yeah, I guess you got some answers there. Cyroch is saying, "Hey Saivo, can you give me some advices and tips in being a Templar, please? Thanks a lot in advance." Kim, I have two videos on my channel. One is called How to Templar in PvP, the other one How to Templar in PvE. You can watch those. Those are all of my thoughts about Templars, how I play my Templar, and how I think you should play it as well. Squall Gaming is saying, "Too much of Korean PvP, guys. Saivo is great as a support Templar and additional DPS. Was pleasure to watch that." Wow. I was not expecting such a comment in retail. And you, brother, Squall. Now that I think about you, I think, are you the guy that used to play in a Polish guild, Templar, with the name Squall? Because if you are, then I've watched some of your videos, and yeah, you have a really, really good eye, and you cannot just be a random guy, because saying this requires a really good eye and a nice foresight, let's say. So this is really good. Really happy to see that such players still exist in retail, actually, that notice these kinds of things. Cool stuff. Squall Gaming. Squall Gaming. 98 videos. Squall Mateusz from Poland. A player who loves the dynamic gameplay. You must be the guy in 9 Cohorta, right? The Templar? That's really cool because I have a funny story. I'm not going to say it now because it's too long, but it's a funny story with your Templar videos. Uh, but yeah, you must be the guy. You cannot be just a random saying this. Good stuff. You have a really good eye, brother. Theodore Stanko saying, "Hi Saivo, Apes has a 0.000 whatever chance in open world 2. I must have been very lucky when I got one." Yeah, some other people told me they got from other dungeons as well. Can you explain a bit the system Steel Bastion augment free for all? I know what it means, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do as a gladiator in there. If you mean the augmentation that draws from the last boss, and it's free for all, that means everyone can roll on the augmentation. It's nothing to do with gladiators or system. I hope that's what you mean. Nightmare Frame. I know he's a Aether Tech that does pretty cool PvP videos. Man, so many good players are still playing the game. I actually, if this is the Squall I know, then I thought he actually quit after his Templar and he's not playing. It seems like he's playing. He has over 1,000 subscribers. He's doing good. So many good players and lots of others that I know, really good players. I'm gonna get my ass in 5.3 in the gold arena, royally served to me by these guys, and lots of other guys. Man, really good stuff. I love to see that really good players are still playing. Nightmare Frame says there are so many builds on Aethertech. Actually, you just need to explore and have a longer experience playing it. On my choosing your class guide, because I did say that Aethertech is pretty one-dimensional, let's say, in terms of PvP. If Nightmare Frame says there are more builds, then there are more builds. If you want to see some Aethertech guides, if you have any Aethertech questions, then you can definitely go to Nightmare Frames channel, ask him there. Squall seems to be also into YouTube. You can go to his channel and ask him Templar questions there as well. I know for sure he's playing it. Not sure what he's playing now, if it's the same Squall, but he used to be a really smart player when I saw him. Elton Jean Jax is saying, "How do you get this remodeled Danwar armor set after the 5.0? Can't find any useful information anywhere." Well, you get it, since now I know from Michelle what it means. You get it by buying the old ancient coin set, Danwar as you call it in North America. You buy the Eternal, you buy a recipe to morph each Eternal piece into a purple piece, and with some maths, you're gonna morph the Eternal piece into a +5 purple piece. You buy the Eternal gear in the same place as you used to buy it if you're an Asmodian, in Vanguard, if you're an Ilios, in what was the Ilios equivalent? I don't know now. I forgot. Short memory, fish memory. Ali Mio, hi Saivo. What do you know about the next patches like 5.1 and 5.3? I know everything about 5.1 and 5.3 as well. Where do I know them from? Well, you can watch my video tools, useful tools for any new player, and you can see there that AION PowerBook is a great source of inspiration to check new things in new patches. Do we get new accessories in 5.1? Yes, that will be worth getting until 5.3. Maybe, depends how expensive they're going to be. I do not know how much they're going to cost. Or will the arena gear be better than the actual 2-star Abyss Mythical 2-star Abyss armor? I think the new arena gear, High Deva one, is going to be better than the 2-star and rank 1 Eternal gear if you get it to enchanted to plus 15. It's really important. Or at least plus 10. I think even plus 10 is going to be better. Is it worth getting plus 15 Abyss Wings? 100% yes. Or should I just continue farming Seraniums, Kinas? Well, I would rather, instead of you spending your Seranium medals, I would rather you buy the plus 15 Abyss Wings with money. I know it's a bit expensive. I seen them on my server for 1 billion. If you're playing in North America, they're probably a lot more expensive. And keep your Seranium medals in order for you to throw them in the fountain when 5.3 comes and get those new medals, which are going to be tradable and super expensive. I am Dixie Normus. Dixie Normus. What are your key bindings and macros? I will actually, it's really good that you asked this. I will make a video on my key bindings and my macros really soon, maybe at the end of this month actually. JTZ, the god of macros. Yes, he is. Stop hacking, dude. You heard that, Juto? Stop hacking. Karel Hajek is saying, thank you much for your videos. They're amazing. Thank you very much, friend. Would wish you would be a cleric so you can learn more again. But Nirk, have a small question. Any suggestions how stat-wise should such set nowadays look like a cleric DPS set? I can tell you that crit spell, if you have about 650 crit spell, then you're gonna have a crit rate of about 40%. In AION, every rate, block rate, crit rate, parry rate, whatever rate, is capped at 50%. So having a 40% crit rate with 650 to 700 crit spell, then I would say that's pretty decent. Yeah, so you should be somewhere in between 650 and 700 on crit spell. Magic boost 4.6k and you're done. You're good to go until 75, including 75. Magic accuracy, don't know, 2,500, something like that. Nagisa Shiota is saying, any advice for level 68 Chanter? My group usually only does PvE. Chanters are really awesome, Nagisa. So whatever you do, it's really awesome as a Chanter. What advice are you looking for? PvP advice, PvE advice, gear advice, mana stone advice? Let me know. If you reply to this comment, let me know and I'm going to reply to you in text. And maybe you said here. I already know you. Okay, just let me know what kind of advice you would want. I'm really happy to answer your comment in text. Awesome, keep this coming. Thanks, Vasto. Malter87, thanks for replying to all the comments. Thank you guys for commenting. I'm really enjoying this actually. Too bad there's such long videos. Fernando Snake says, if I buy Army 2-star officer, then I lose the rank. Can I still can I be able to use this PvP set? You can use the PvP set, but you cannot condition it to level 2 again. I don't even think if you get to rank 1, I don't even think you can condition it to level 1. So yeah, but you can still use the set, but it's garbage without the conditioning, so don't do it. I'm thinking of making videos about AION myself, but I'm unsure. Of course, there is lots of spots and space for everyone to make videos about AION. The more people make videos about AION, the more people come and join us. And the more fun we're gonna have all together in game, the better the sieges we're gonna have, the better the economy, etc. And if the publishing company is satisfied by the members and their income, then the better their events are gonna be and offers and so on. So it's only good for us. So you go ahead and you can definitely make videos. Z4 Saivo, you are the best. Thank you for letting me come back to this game after 3 years. I really appreciate all of your videos. I appreciate the fact that you're back, brother. I wish you have lots of fun. Who knows, maybe we're even gonna meet somewhere. If you have any tips or suggestions for Gunner, I really appreciate it. No, I don't have any tips or suggestions for Gunners. I know that when I meet a Gunner and I see he's a 4-star or general, I start sweating in PvP. That's all I know about gunners, and I know they don't really do a good. They don't. I have never seen a gunner that does a good parse in terms of PvE DPS. That's the only two things I know about them. Sylphid again. Sylphid, you're very active these days. I didn't know you are old Dramakos player. By Dramakos, she means Telemachus. Um, Considering your point of view about huge difference between amount of players in Asmo and Delhi, I have to say that was really annoying sometimes, especially on sieges. Also after Moit, I realized that that was a lot of fun to play the weaker side. It was, yeah. These days, Asmodians on Telemachus, Asmodians on Deyla are kind of wrecking faces. So yeah, I also appreciate being on the losing side. It was more intense. Being on the winning side is awesome because I've been here for so many years and I'm already bored of the losing side. So good job to all the people that came to our faction and are participating in sieges and make it a better place for everyone. Good job. Okay. So many nice comments from you guys. I really appreciate it. I'm having a lot of fun reading them. My ears on AION PvP video. You don't like the song? I like the song. I think it's a really cool chill out song. I like to listen to it. What's your ping, man? I hope you reply to my question. Keep up the good stuff. My ping, PvP, my ping is 80 to 100 in PvP, friend. Just started playing this game. Billion hotkeys and abilities you have to memorize or else I'll suck. Nah, no. No, not really. I'm gonna make a macro video, I'm gonna make a keybind video, and you're gonna see it's not such a big deal. It actually looks really clean compared to World of Warcraft. Just saying. How do you get these AION wallpapers like the ones in your thumbnail? These my thumbnails are made by a person that's really good in art and designing. So sometimes she makes screenshots and creates my thumbnails. Sometimes she has these wallpapers that she modifies, she brightens, she darkens, and she creates my thumbnails. But if you search on Google, I'm sure you're gonna find AION screenshots, AION wallpapers. I think we're gonna stop here. Uh, I think we're Gucci. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, good stuff. Thank you guys again for the comments. I hope you enjoyed this long ass video, and I think from next week I think I'm gonna start making two videos every week just so I can keep them in 15-20 minutes, because having 40-minute videos maybe not enough time these days for you guys to watch them, and it's really good information through these comments. I really enjoy doing them, and I hope my answers will help you. Yeah, lots of love guys in the meantime, and see you soon.